it is DEADZ, and welcome back, my captains. Today, guys, we are diving into our first video of this series, and guys, it's so much going on, okay? And I cannot wait for us to dive deeper into what it truly means to be an HBCU dancer, okay? And guys, today I will be partnering with the HBCU dance app, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to my girl so she can go ahead and let you know what the HBCU dance app has to offer, because this is one great way to go ahead and get started into your audition process. So go ahead and listen to what we have from our partners at HBCU Dance App. Let's go.
Hello ladies, I'm Ashley Johnson, curator of the HBCU Dance App, and I'm so excited today to be joining you all on my Sister in Dance channel, Ayo DEADZ. We're so excited to speak with you all today because we have some secrets to help you get started with making your favorite HBCU dance team, starting with who to talk to, where to start, and what resources will help you get closer to getting your yes. So let's get started. Now, if you are a high school senior and you're interested in dancing for the 2021-2022 season with one of these amazing HBCU dance teams, we have the perfect opportunity for you through our HBCU Dance App Draft, a virtual recruitment fair where we're connecting you directly to HBCU dance coaches and directors across the nation. Schools like Alcorn State, Grambling, Alabama A&M, South Carolina State, Bethune-Cookman, and several others are all lined up to see your audition tapes via our HBCU Dance app. It's a great opportunity for you to audition for several teams at once, expand your options, and see just exactly what team you can make this season. The audition link is going to be below within the app. All you have to do is RSVP on our site or within the app, submit your videos, and wait to be contacted. A great opportunity, amazing opportunity, something I wish I had when coming into school. You can now make that dream a reality.
So today's topic is going to be about the preseason. We're gonna break all of this down. What do you need to do? How do you start? Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to do, DEADZ? Just let me know what I need to do, all right? So let's talk more into it, y'all. Let's talk dance, period. The first thing you need to do before you even decide that this is something that you want to do, you need to train. Okay, so meaning you need to take those jazz classes, those ballet classes, tap classes, anything to get you started in basic fundamentals of dance, because that is going to be your stepping stone for any dance style, okay? For any dance team, basic ballet, basic jazz, basic contemporary, all those different genres of dance we do showcase within our HBCU dance community. So it is a great thing to already kind of have that underneath your belt, even if you're not like, 100% technically trained, but at least just try it out, see how you like it. Just try it, because nowadays it is more important for you to have those basic fundamentals more than anything.
Okay, I do want to be very clear in stating before we go that while we've given you great tips and while we would love for everyone to make their favorite dance team, this is a pre-professional organization that you're looking to be a part of, and it will be treated as such. Therefore, if you've never been on a dance floor, if you've never done technique before, if you've never put on a uniform before, you have a lot to learn. I do not want to steer you in the wrong direction and have you believe that this is an easy process. This is not something you can wake up and do out of the sky. This is not something you can start training for a week prior to. You want to really give yourself at least a year of training if you've never done this type of dance before, just to get acclimated to what the industry is, the expectations, and get your body used to this type of dance.
Ladies, make sure you train, get into these dance classes, take this technique serious, okay? Because technique is something that is going to set you apart in those auditions, okay? You have to have those basic fundamentals no matter what squad you are trying out for, okay? Including with training, you need to be working out, conditioning the body, getting used to building up that stamina, building up your endurance. you want to go ahead and start early. The earlier you start, the better off and the more easier your career will be. You have to make sure that you are able to execute what these dance lines need you to execute. So, you know, you get into a marching band program, no, go ahead and start that stuff early, okay? The earlier you start, the better off you will be, okay? Along with working out and exercising, you also need to be watching what you put into your body, okay? I'm not saying, you know, go on a crazy binge diet. I'm not saying, you know, you can't eat what you love. Do what you do, but it's all in moderation, okay? Everything is in moderation, and you want to make sure you're putting things in your body that is going to help you perform better. You know, instruments, they have their horn or they have their drum. Us as dancers, we have our body. So you have to take care of your body first, okay? I would say meal plan or meal preparation. You have to make things work, okay? So go ahead and start those things early so that you can already get in the mindset of being a college student, okay? Eating, drinking water, okay? Water is very, very important, okay? So make sure you guys watch what you eat, watch what you put in your body, because it has an overall impact of your performance, okay? So our next thing is going to be join a program. So the reason why I say that is because the more exposure and the more experience that you have in marching band, it helps. I don't know, being in a studio, yes, you know, you can get the same exact training, you can do all these other great things, you'd be, you know, on a competitive level, but being in an actual marching band program, if possible, I know not everywhere has marching band programs, but if it is possible for you to get into a program, go ahead and try to get into that program, okay? Even if it is like a community band that, you know, that happens every summer, something that gets your mind going and getting you in that mindset to be on an HBCU dance squad, okay? Soon as you say, hey, I want to be an HBCU dancer, you need to start this training. Go ahead and get that experience, go ahead and get that knowledge early, okay? Because it is a journey that you go on. It's a lot easier if it happens a lot more earlier, let's say your freshman year in high school instead of your junior year in high school, okay? So you have time to grow, you have time to figure out if this is something that you even want to do, because this is not for everybody, okay? You want to try these things out early because you want to make sure this is something that you truly want to do, because band is not for everyone, okay? So just want to put that out there. Let's go ahead to my next point. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is select a school. You want to go ahead and narrow down your options. I would say at least a good 5 schools that you are really serious about, that you really want to go to, and you really dive deep into those schools and figure out which school are you going to commit to. Once you figure out what school you want to go to, or you pick your top 3 or whatever, you go ahead and start looking at the training that each squad offers, okay? I know for Going to Light, we have clinics. So whenever we have those clinics, or I'm not sure if they're doing anything virtual right now, go to those clinics. Be in that room, become a familiar face to the staff, to the current squad members. You want to start branding yourself and marketing yourself and networking, okay? It is very, very, very important. You want to go ahead and get your face out there. You want to make sure that you are rememberable, okay? Go ahead and start seeking the actual training from the actual dance line so you can develop those dance styles, or you can just get pointers on technique behind the dance style, and you can have somewhere to start. And it is a lot better if you go ahead and get it from the source, okay? So whenever you see a clinic, whenever you see a high school band day or a jamboree or anything like that, do it. If you can, do it, all right? The next thing I would say under selecting a school, you go ahead and get, like I said, you want to become a familiar face. Go ahead and connect with the current squad members. Go ahead and reach out and, you know, start talking to them, seeing what you need to do, seeing what their expectations are.
As we move forward, my second best advice is going to be to get with an alumni dancer, someone who has done it. Nothing beats getting with a dancer who has been in the place that you want to be in.
My experience, we are very willing to talk to prospective members, okay? It's all about a DM, an email, whatever. Just reach out, start reaching out and being vocal on what you want, okay? Start speaking those things into existence and get yourself out there, brand yourself, okay? Once you do all of that, you need to go ahead and get accepted to the university, okay? So during that whole training and during the whole selecting a school, you need to be applying to these universities that you want to go and audition for. We had to have those things on hand. You had to be accepted to the university in order to audition. An application and probably some recommendations and stuff like that. So go ahead and see what these universities need. Go ahead and get accepted early. If you're not a senior in high school, you don't necessarily have to get accepted. But if you are just a junior, freshman, or sophomore, y'all need to still get this training in. So just because you are not a senior doesn't mean that you cannot go and get this information early. Okay, so just make sure you pay attention to those things because there are opportunities out there for you. Okay, but you just have to put yourself out there and find the information. Okay, network. Okay, so once you get accepted to the university, okay, that is the major step. That is the goal, because that is the most important thing, is to get accepted into the university that you want. Okay, and getting those financial resources together early. Okay, but once you get all those things done, you go ahead and start seeking the information for actual audition day. So you figure out what day it's going to be, if it's going to be a 1-day audition, 2-day auditions, get all the information that you need. So I know also during our auditions, you have to bring in original choreography. So go ahead and make those things up, or if you have to learn the actual routine, go ahead and get that done. All right. So once you figure out what do you need to do for auditions, okay, have your date and set, you are accepted to the university, you did your training, you then went to your dance classes, ballet classes, all that good stuff. You joined the marching band program or a studio, and you're getting active and familiar with the dance style. This is the beginning. This is literally just the beginning. The next thing that you need to do is go ahead and work on that dance style that you have selected. Okay.
All right, so now that you have the research and you have an idea of what squad you want to be a part of, or maybe what types of squads you want to be a part of, it's time to do the hard work. It's time to train. It's time to prepare to become one of the girls. So how do you do that? Okay, you start off with our free e-course. That's going to be my first suggestion. That e-course is going to be packed with core information that every single HBCU dancer should, and every dancer that has danced probably can tell you. That's going to be your core information to really get you started and acclimated to what this is.
During your audition process, your audition process isn't just the audition itself. It starts during that training. So the moment that you say, hey, I'm going to audition for this squad, that's when your audition process starts, okay? So go ahead and start working on that dance style. Start getting familiar with their A counts. If you can, learn virtually. Go ahead and find a routine or a stand dance. I would honestly pick a field show.
And my last and final piece of advice will be to train yourself. All of the teams have videos on YouTube that can help you get closer to their style, help you mock along and do the stand routines with them, and several dancers have done this.
Or if you're doing twirling or flag, you need to make sure you have those basic fundamentals down too. Work on the style of the squad that you are auditioning for, all right? So get those walks down, try to get those pointers from current squad members, go to those clinics, get the tea on the style. You want to get all the information that you can, so when you go home you can practice the right way. So once you start practicing that and getting more familiar, start trying to learn choreography faster. Start trying to be able to remember choreography faster. Retention and being able to pick up new choreography quick is very, very important, because once you make the team, band camp, you're learning a season worth of material in 2 weeks. So it's a very, very short process, and you don't want to be the one that can't remember stuff. Like, you have it because you're on the team, but you can't remember the choreography, so you're not making the stands. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure, train your mind early, especially if you struggle in picking up new routines and new choreography faster and memorizing it faster. Okay? The next thing you need to do is work on your showmanship, okay? Because if y'all don't know, during your audition, the judges that are there, they are given score sheets, okay? So on a score sheet, they have multiple categories, okay? So you might have showmanship, entrance, execution of the routine, you might have overall appearance, and it could be different score sheets for each part of the audition. Your walks, I'm not sure for us and per se, I have to speak on my own experience because I don't know everybody's audition process, but I'm pretty sure I can speak for most dance lines. You're probably going to do a walk. You're probably going to do a field show. You're most likely going to learn a stand routine. And also, if you're a color guard team, you're going to learn some flag, okay? Work on your showmanship, okay? Showmanship is so important. That weighs a lot in our auditions. You can, like I said in one of my previous videos, you can have the best technique. You could be the most cleanest dancer, but you are boring, you are dry in the face, you aren't giving no show. They could easily look over you and you have somebody that's right next to you who is going off. They might not necessarily have the technique all the way down packed, but they are giving you the show. They are giving you that energy, and you over here doing your turns all nice and clean, and I'm over here giving it to you down and dirty. I ain't doing it 100% correct, but I'm giving them that energy. You want to stand apart. If you have that technique, use that to your advantage, yes, but also make sure you give that showmanship, because a lot of studio dancers miss that part in during your training, because most studio dancers, they don't know that style of, or getting familiar with show style dance. So make sure, if you are not familiar with giving showmanship during dancing, while you're dancing, go ahead and practice that early, okay? And I'm gonna give you some tips if you do not know how to even start, okay? So a few things that we tell our new girls, okay? During band camp, we have our little sessions in the mirror. Work in the mirror, okay? Work in the mirror. Your mirror is your best friend. That's how you know what you look like. When you're in the mirror, you could be at home, you could be in your bathroom, or you could be at your studio or whatever, wherever you are in your mirror. Play some music. Have about like 5 different songs, okay? And let them play all the way through. Each song has a different feel. One song is maybe a happy song, okay? So maybe, you know, it's upbeat, it's fast, so you're gonna be smiling. So practice giving those smile facials. Then the second song, it might be a slower, sexier, fierce, more passion. You know what I mean? You want to give that energy, okay? So your third song, it might be a little bit like fierce, like a trap song, okay? So you want to give that yeah, I know I'm that girl, okay? You want to give off that type of energy. You get what I'm saying though? You want to have that plethora of different style of songs, so you can kind of know the different style of facials and a different style of energy to bring, okay? So once you're doing that, okay, so what are you doing in the mirror to complement the music? So like, for instance, we use our vowels, okay? We will tell you, mouth your vowels. So we'll say, okay, you'll give a different face with each letter, okay? So if the song is playing, use that to your advantage. I know it might look and feel crazy, and you do not have to sit there and like go through it over and over again, but maybe you just wanna, it might be a little bit more with the eyes. You know, you get what I'm saying? That's just a little thing that we use to help us with showmanship. You can try it. Y'all let me know if it helps you. I hope it made sense. And I hope I didn't look crazy while doing it. But anyway, let's continue to move on with our last few topics. Okay, so once you're working on that showmanship, okay, and you serving looks, you serving it, honey, you serving us. Once you're doing that, you want to go ahead and work on your weaknesses, okay? And I didn't say work on your strengths. I said work on your weaknesses. So if you're not that confident in your technique, work on your technique. That's what you need to focus on, because if you can do stands very well, you can milk, you can buck, you can do whatever that they need you to do. Work on those things that you have trouble with, because they will be thrown at you at some point in time and you want to be ready for it, okay? So work on those weaknesses early, okay? You don't want to get to band camp and get called out for them, okay? Period. Ready for auditions. You are college bound, okay? You are about to become a freshman. It's summertime and auditions is about to kick off. You are audition ready. You want to go ahead and get mentally ready to be a college student. Before anything, you are a college student. You are here for your academics. So you want to make sure that you are ready mentally for that. You are ready mentally to be away from your family, because once band camp happens, it is so much going on. Your mind is not even thinking right, okay? Because it's just so much information coming to you. You're waking up early, going to sleep late. it's a lot going on. So you don't want to have that extra mental baggage weighing you down. So go ahead and get mentally prepared before you even get to auditions, okay? But once you are mentally ready to go ahead and go down here and do what you need to do and make this squad, develop your time management early. Go ahead and, get used to being on a schedule. Get used to not having time for everything. Go ahead and get used to, being at practice all the time. Go ahead and start getting your time management skills under wraps before you get to college, because guys, time management is what's going to help you make it through academically. Because typically freshmen, especially in a marching band, your first semester is horrible. At least I know mine was, and a couple of my sisters or my crab brothers, I know some of us struggled that first semester, okay? So you want to make sure that you are ready. Make sure you have that time management skills. Make sure you can still get your work done. You can still go to band practice. You can still go to class and do everything you need to do. It is going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard. But practice it early. Get those skills down packed early. The earlier you start, the better. Once you're mentally ready, you done got your time management down, you done took all your classes, everything, you done got accepted for auditions. Now you're there and you're making the team, okay? That's where our next segment comes in, is making a team, getting ready, getting mentally prepared to become a rookie, become a new girl, and getting ready for band camp, y'all, because band camp is another beast on its own. But guys, I hope you guys learned something from this. I really enjoyed talking about, the process, y'all, because it's a process. And this is a very little definition of what it means to become an HBCU dancer, because it's so much more. But this is just the main things that you want to go ahead and do before you even start, okay? Let me know what you guys think about this video down below. Let me know something that you have learned, and let me know something that you have questions about, okay? Go ahead and comment those down below. I will be replying to comments. Let me go ahead and spill the tea, okay? Because I know you're waiting. I know you waiting, okay? So my first special guest is going to be Tanisha from Golden Delights 2008. Okay, she's going to be joining us via Zoom. We're going to talk about making the squad, band camp, rookie year, all that. Okay, go ahead and get ready for next episode. And yeah, guys, if you are not subscribed to my channel, what is you doing? Become a captain, all right? Hit that notification bell to be notified each and every time I have new content posted onto this channel. And make sure you guys give this video a huge thumbs up. If you learned something from this, okay, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, okay? Even if it was just one little thing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, because that means this video is doing what it's supposed to do, which is teach you, honey, okay? I'm trying to teach everybody to be a captain, all right? But guys, that is all that I have for you today, and that is what on period, and I am out.